and welcome to your weekly energies. We are closing out the month of March, and it has been the most astrologically eventful month of the year. We have just come from the partial solar eclipse and the new moon in Aries, which is opening an area in our lives with a new cycle completely in our Aries area of our chart, which go check it out because it's bringing really important beginnings right there. It was the last eclipse in Aries of the Aries Libra series, so very important. And even more so eventful this week, we had yesterday Neptune move from the sign of Pisces to the sign of Aries, a planet that holds a 164-year cycle in every sign. So it's almost a new era. Now, it will retrograde back into Pisces later on, but this will give us a glimpse of what that will feel like. Nobody alive has ever experienced this energy of Neptune being in Aries. And it will definitely bring an impact to art and creativity, imagination, the way that we go after our dreams. And it will impact spirituality as well and our intuition. But this week we have a great collaboration with Saturn in Pisces and Uranus in Taurus. And this will be interesting here to see how there will be innovation in the way that we carry out our responsibilities. Saturn is the planet of responsibility and government and our obligations. And here we have Uranus, which is unpredictable and revolutionary, and it brings that new, and it brings change and revolution. It could be things that happen suddenly, but definitely anything that it brings is very much needed, and it's a change that we might have not have done for ourselves, and we'll see it in the cards. I already pulled the cards, and this week we have a lot of themes, but we also have the message from the tarot clarified. 2 different decks here, okay, because I really wanted to make sure. But in the themes, we have this theme of believe in yourself. Believe that you have everything that it takes to pour love and energy, time into the things that really bring you a sense of joy, okay? That bring you tranquility, that are making you feel like you are in balance, like you could do all the things. Like you don't have to put yourself in a box, okay? Really important to believe in yourself right now as we go into this new month. There's a lot of good energy this month. So a lot of highlighting the health, really focusing and putting our energy into our health, our vitality, our routines, what we are doing as far as physical movement, and to take care of our vessel, okay? Really important, and it's being highlighted here also in our self-esteem. What we're telling ourselves, what the narrative in our minds is. Are we being good friends to ourselves? Are we affirming ourselves every day? And this is building that up, finding that sense of peace within ourselves, but self-love, like pouring that love into ourselves to build ourselves up, be our own hero, be our best friend, be our best motivator, okay? Now we also have this magical, divine magic that is surrounding us. So this feels like an answered prayer, long-standing wish materializing. There is very good energy this week for manifesting, bringing something into the material, okay? Now, although we just had that new moon in Aries, I say don't do any sort of rituals or intentions or anything like that when we have eclipses, okay? Because eclipses are taking care of things for us. It's really acting as a revolving door that opens and closes certain things in our lives, okay? Now, we also have this card of you're ready. You're ready to do what it is that you have been wanting to start. You are ready. You have the knowledge. You are prepared. You are feeling, like you have good motivation. Now, there's something here where we're moving from this energy of Pisces to the energy of Aries, which makes us feel like we wake up, like we have this sense of motivation, inspiration, and vitality to move forward. That energy, really physical energy. Now we have Archangel Raphael, which beautiful energy of mending, healing, forgiveness, heart healing, but also health. This has to do with our health and having some sort of good humor as well. It just feels like, being in a better mood and feeling good is really, what is going to take us to the next level. And the last one of the themes is open yourself up to love, okay? New doors opening here as far as love, being okay to be vulnerable. I feel like with Archangel Raphael here, it's also saying that we've healed from something that has been overwhelming for us emotionally, and we are right on track to be able to open ourselves to love again. But this is also the love for the self, the valuing ourselves and valuing our hearts, being in a place of emotional peace, okay? Now let's go to the tarot. There's a lot here. So first card, the overall energy, look at how it came out. Head and heart, okay? We have the King of Swords here saying you have the information, you have the discernment this week, you can communicate clearly, you are very much in authority or control here of your thoughts. So this is the mind right here, and this is the clarifier, which is the Ace of Cups, saying that now we can manifest from a place of being clear on the vision of what we want and feeling it within our hearts, feeling the feelings, the elevated emotions that will magnetize it to us, okay? Now also opening ourselves up to new love, having a sense of learning and wisdom that we've acquired from experience, okay? Now, the first card for the week, the Nine of Pentacles, our health and our routines, the things that we do in the material world to bring us to a place of safety and security within ourselves, but putting ourselves in that pedestal, like really prioritizing our health, our finances, our well-being, independently from anybody else. This is the work that we do for ourselves that brings this long-term safety, security, good health, and a great sense of self-value, okay? Now with that, the clarifier was the Five of Wands, which brings the sense that there has been some sort of struggle with this to get to this place. And it might have been because you were looking outside yourself. You were comparing yourself. You were listening to others and what worked for them. But this is moving to a place where you know what's good for you and you know what works for you, okay? Now, and feeling like it doesn't have to be such a sacrifice, okay? Because the Five of Wands can mean that. It's sort of this feeling like we have to compete or we have to do this hard work, okay? Then we have the 9 of Wands, which 9, 8, and 5 are really key numbers for this week, okay? So keep that in mind. Next week, we have Mercury going direct on the 9th, so that might be something here too. But we have this card of not giving up. The 9 of Wands is not giving up in spite of everything that you've been through that hasn't been easy. Even though you may feel tired or like you want to give up, this is the most important project. So it's saying don't give up on yourself, because you have the star. The star is saying there is amazing healing. Continue following your true north. There is a wish here that is materializing for you. There is this magic surrounding your hard work and the fact that the universe sees you not giving up. It sees you with that quiet strength still going at it. This will bring a breakthrough, okay? Now, we have the 5 of Wands again, and this was on the cards that I threw down first. So this is saying, do you get my point? Not, letting yourself get wrapped up on other people's projections and other people's feelings that they can't do it, okay? Or that might not work, or putting that fear or wanting to, twist your arm literally into thinking the way that they do. Keep doing things with the sun that will expand you, that will bring your gifts and your talents to the light, that bring you joy and happiness. This is the most positive card. This is just bringing great growth, clarity, and joy to your life. And everything that you do that brings this sense of joy and surrounding yourself with people that do lift you up and give you their hand in wonderful collaborations, finding that sense of community and tribe. It's going to be just beautiful for you. Why? Because the challenge here of the week is getting out of the scarcity and the feeling like you need people to validate you or give you the same as you give. Okay, this is the 6 of Pentacles, which is a card of trying to find a certain balance in the reciprocity. Okay, it's also a card of giving and being charitable. So being of service to others and giving to others, you will be rewarded for this. Now, the clarifier was the 5 of Pentacles. So this has been a long time struggle with our sense of worthiness and feelings of lack and limitation. The things that seem so heavy and burdensome that could be inflicted by ourselves or by situations in our lives that make us feel like less than and not deserving, okay? So we are thankfully moving away and saying goodbye to emotionally unsatisfying things with this 8 of Cups. Okay, that's why I said emotionally unsatisfying. It's cups. It has to do with an emotional situation, something that you feel very deeply, that there's nothing more to give. This could be the ridding yourself from baggage from the past, knowing that you deserve more. This could be a departure from someone in your life, a breakup, having to say goodbye to certain aspects of yourself too. It doesn't have to be necessarily a person, but look at this. It comes like a switch, okay? This is the energy of Uranus. It comes in with the Tower, having a Tower moment that opens your eyes and you can see things for what they truly are. So it breaks apart situations and it brings change that we might have not picked for ourselves. And we might not have made that choice, but it creates change that is very much needed, okay? Because it rids you of attachment, okay? Now the last cards here was the Strength, which the Strength is like the Nine of Wands, but it's the major arcana. So it's really grabbing your life by the horns, facing your fears and knowing that you are resilient and you can rise above this and you are strong enough. And the situations that have been trying you in the past with this Nine of Wands and the Eight of Cups with the Tower and all that, you know, and no longer faces you. It's almost like it's made you stronger, more resilient, more aware that you can handle it. Okay, so really wonderful card with the Queen of Pentacles, which says, you know what, I value myself, I know how to give myself love, I know how to put myself in a position of excellent self-worth, I know how to nurture things, I know how to bring things to life. And, you know, I'm in this good place, coming out so much stronger and knowing what is truly important. So wonderful energy for this week. I really hope that you take something from this. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay. You can let it go and maybe something will make sense here for you for the next weeks. I will be bringing out your April readings very soon, so keep an eye on those and like this, save this. And if you need any other services from me, I do take personal readings and coaching, so go to the links in my bio. Sending you fearless light and love. Take good care, and I will see you on the next one.